Well, here's another video for the Road Safety Challenge. This one had to do a little more with safety aspect than the immigration part of the other video. Um, I see a lot of disrespect out there for us drivers coming from four-wheelers, just simply because of the ignorance from the drivers, not knowing the difference between a small 2,000-pound four-wheeler and an 80,000-pound truck. I think that needs to be solved somehow. Make them understand, like when they're going through the schooling, you know, when I went through schooling, I went through Young Drivers Canada, and I think they did a pretty good job of teaching me how to drive defensively. I can't remember, I think it was 20 hours in class before I even touched a steering wheel on how to drive a car. I think with that, if you're going to be in the classroom, they've got to really dive a little more into driving with big vehicles. I really don't think I got anything out of Young Drivers when I went through, and that was, what, 10 years ago, of how a big vehicle needs to operate. Now, I'm not saying that they should be able to obtain a CDL with that. However, when you've got people saying, what is that common misconception? Oh yeah, it's because the truck is bigger, it's got more wheels, and because it's got more wheels, it's got more brakes, therefore it's going to stop quicker. It's comments like that that make me wonder exactly how much people actually know about trucks. And if they actually knew how dangerous trucks can be on the road, I'm not even going near the fact of how dangerous a driver can be. I'm just talking about the operation of that truck, just by its sheer weight and volume and so on and so forth. Just that, not counting the operators of these trucks. People don't understand the dangers of a truck. I think if they could be taught a little more in depth of what it takes to get these things moving, what it takes to stop them, you know. I mean, I've told people how long it takes to stop one of these things at different weights, and they're like, oh, I really didn't know that. You know, and that's sad because you're sharing the road with these trucks. So I think for safety, I think some of these class 4 or class 5, you know, the four-wheelers there, should be taught a little more in depth on what it takes to drive a truck. I have to agree with Mr. Road 82 there. The hours of service is a little drastic. I think what we had before was workable. As it is now, and especially considering you got that 14 and 16 hour work window, it just, there's no way to drive. I remember one day I lost about 7 hours of my 11 hours driving just due to traffic in Chicago and then having to stop, you know, to take care of some stuff there. And I really didn't get anywhere that day because of those laws. I agree with the 10 hours off. I do believe that's a good idea. However, you know, it should be able to be split, I think. I think personally for me, I need about 10 hours of sleep. When I get out of that seat at night, I, you know, just make a quick dinner, you know, watch a little TV, and then I'm out like a light for the rest of the 10 hours. I think the 8 hours, you know, I mean, they study and say that, you know, your body needs 8 hours of sleep anyway, so what does that give you? That gives you just enough time to get out of the seat, sleep, go back into the seat. So the 10 hours I can agree with, but the 11 hours and in the 14 hour or 16 hour in Canada with the work day there, I think that's a little drastic. I think they need to sort of revamp that, you know. I think when they did their studies to go for these new hours, I think they studied the wrong people. I know personally, me, after 11 hours, I'm just starting to wake up and I feel like driving the rest of the time, you know. Everybody's different, and I know you need just one basic law to make it simple, but at the same time they should understand there's differences, you know, and you know, starting your day at one point and finishing it, you know, when your body is just starting to feel like driving again. You know, I mean, I have a hard time at sunrise, more sunrise than sunset, but at those two times of the day when the light is transitioning,